Aquarius, you must. Well, I hope you're not mad, and if you are, I do apologize. For those of you that are following my channel, I know that I've done the 2023 readings for most of the other zodiac signs already, and it's you, Virgo, Gemini, and the same-sex videos that I haven't actually completed yet. I do apologize. There's like a million things that happened, and then it was Christmas, and it was family, so I'm very, very sorry for keeping you waiting, though. For all of you that are so loyally supporting me, that's been supporting me throughout 2022, many of you have been supporting me way longer than that, and I'm very, very grateful for that. So I do apologize that your reading has been delayed. I have, though, in the meantime, created my Spiritual Awakening Starter Kit, which is really ideal for those of you that have just newly spiritually awoken, or maybe, you'd really like things to take things like a beautiful next level. So everything that I've sort of learned in the last 9, 10 years, I'm sharing all of that with you in one course to serve your highest good. The link for it is down below in the description if you want to check it out. This is a general reading for 2023. So please take it as it resonates. I just need to let you know, my beautiful Aquarius, that sorry, you may hear some sudden sounds or noises in the background. I'm not the only person who's home today, but obviously I couldn't wait until next year to do this. 4 years, gotta be done this year. All right. So in this reading, we are going to take a look at, first of all, 2022 was an incredibly challenging year. So what is the sort of lessons that your soul wanted you to learn throughout this year, my beautiful Aquarius? What are some of the things that needed to come to the surface, some of the things you needed to work through? Because challenges and pain and suffering and loss and all of those things, they are never really in vain. Life is always giving us feedback. So we're going to take a look at what was that sort of feedback that life was giving you throughout 2022, and then we're looking at 2023, obviously focusing on that. Some things that you want to look out for so you don't sort of fall into unnecessary traps. We're trying to prevent that. And then I'm going to specifically draw from the Thought Tarot for you cards for love, career, and finances. We're going to clarify that. And then what I'd also really like you to bear in mind is what is that one big dream, hope, fear, aspiration, vision, goal that you have for 2023? Because at the end of the reading, we're going to draw an angel oracle card to see what are the angels have got to say for us in that regard. So let's get right into this. And we're going to start off with that 2022 energy using the OSHO Zen Tarot. Love using OSHO Zen. Because it really is about getting out of that sort of, karmic sort of rat race type of vibe, really. So you have got morality. And the question is here, Aquarius, and even as I'm looking at this, it's almost like you fell for the same old trap again, but I'm going to explain it to you because it's definitely not in a negative sense. It's actually a very positive thing. But for many of you Aquarius, you've got that beautiful humanitarian thing going on where you just want to help everyone and you just want to be nice to everyone. I'm going to have to apologize to you. I'm going to do something really, really revolting right now. This camera is a little bit dirty, so I just need to give it a little bit of a wipe. I do apologize. So it's going to look horrible. There we go. Sorry about that. But you see, things are so much clearer. So sometimes in life, you just need to give it a little wipe to clear things out. But I feel that for some of you, it's almost like you would have gotten yourself trapped by other people's drama, so at least got some clarity on how other people's energies, other people's dramas, other people's shenanigans, how that is really sort of negatively playing out for some of you. And I feel that it's sort of, it might have been a bit of a sticky situation at some stages where you had to learn to say no to people for certain things. And that was quite a big lesson for many of you, to learn that you had to say, you know what, no, that is not for me. I'm not going to do this. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck. I'm still going to shuffle it, but I just wanted to show you that the bottom of the deck for crystal energy, you got selenite, which is all about welcoming in, that higher source, welcoming in your angels, growing a closer relationship with the universe, which essentially really is just you, growing a higher or a more prosperous relationship with your higher self. I can see a lot of that has happened for you throughout 2022, and when you say all those things, going from 3D to 5D, growing a bigger, a more prosperous relationship with your higher self, spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension. On paper, those things look fucking amazing. but the experience can sometimes be so challenging of that, because it means that a lot of times we have to really get a lot of clarity about what our no's are in life, about what is not for you, about who is not for you, about what is not for you. And a lot of times those are things, energy, people, situations, circumstances that we thought we're going to be keeping in our lives forever. We're going to be silent together until the end of time. And then, Source says to you, the person who entered those relationships are not the person who is leaving them. And so sometimes it's very difficult to have to come to terms with those things, because it's hard. It's hard, it's difficult. You got two crystal energies that came out, two really amazing crystal energies, by the way, that came out. One is azurite, which is about expanded awareness. It's about growing that, deeper relationship once again with yourself. And, a lot of times when it comes to spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension, spiritual development, people like to make it very sort of, cupcakes sort of vibes, but expanded awareness is difficult, because it makes us realize that sometimes we have to even say no to ourselves, where we have to realize, I thought this is how life is going to go. I thought this is the way that I'm supposed to do things. I thought this is how the vibe is supposed to be. But then, I don't think I really like this light. I'm going to switch it off, because now it's just making me feel funky, and I actually think that is better. Yeah, we don't need that light. So sorry about that. I'm being very all over the place with your reading, Aquarius, and I do apologize for that. But it's also, it feels to me, I pay a lot of attention to what is happening in my own personal space while I do a reading for you. That is why even with my personal readings, I like to do only one at a time. Oh, actually, let me tell you this. I've been putting out a special where I do a 2023 breakdown for you. There's more information about that on my Facebook page, so you might want to go check that out. But for $27 only, 330 rands if you're South African. And I'm going to make it available to you, to Virgo, and to Gemini, to Gemini, for only up until the 10th of January, which is more than for others. You can still buy it for someone else though, all right? But I'm just letting you know that I'm extending that offer for you, because I've taken so long to do your reading. But there's expanded awareness, and that sometimes means also that, it's not always just that whole love and light vibe. Sometimes it means that you have to become aware of your boundaries. It's time to set some healthy boundaries here with Red Jasper. A lot of times it has to be that we realize that, yes, I said yes to that, but unfortunately I now have to say no to that, because that doesn't actually align with my highest good. And that can be difficult to do that sometimes, because a lot of times, people don't like it when we do that sort of things, and when we say that sort of things, but sometimes in life we just have to fine-tune things a little bit. Okay, now let's look at, so there's definitely a lot of healthy boundaries that need to be set for you in 2022, paving the way for 2023. In many ways, 2022 was it was a preparatory sort of energy. Okay, now we're looking at some of those things that you want to look out for when you go into those new year. Some of those things that you don't have to relearn those lessons again. You don't have to have those challenges again. So we want to see what is it that you want to be aware of, what is it that you want to look out for, so you don't have the same things over and over. I really, really like this energy that's presenting itself here for you. You've got the Three of Wands, you've got the Nine of Cups, and you've got the Emperor energy, which is Aries energy, which is new beginnings energy. So for a lot of you, you may think that during this year you have to really maybe focus on getting the good coming into your life. You may think that you really have to focus on sort of like, lining your ducks up in a nice straight row. Well, the good thing is that your ducks are in a very sexy row. Like they're in a nice row here for you, my beautiful Aquarius. Your ship is basically in the harbor. There's a lot of good things that are coming your way. There's a lot of work that you've done on yourself. There's a lot of sort of cosmic wheel balancing that you've done, ancestral healing that you've done. All of that is karmic balancing. Cosmic wheel balancing is basically your relationship with the cosmos. It is in a more it's in a way that is more beneficial for you, basically. All right. Nine of Cups. There's a lot of dreams that are coming true for you. There's a lot of really big things that are coming about for you. And if it resonates with you, say yes to that. Place your hand on your heart. Take a nice deep breath and say yes to it. And the universe want to let you know. And for some reason, it's coming through incredibly strongly for you, my beautiful Aquarius. That this is a year of new beginnings. There's a new beginnings energy for you. It's a time for you to really step into your space. It came through very, very strongly for Virgo as well. So maybe if you're dealing with a Virgo, or possibly you have strong Virgo in your chart, then you want to see how that affects you. And if you don't know your chart, there's a link in the description that says free natal chart. Go and check it out. It is so beneficial when you know what's happening in your chart, because this is a space for you of new beginnings. This is a space for you of really stepping into your power. This is what's coming up. So this is not a year for you to be playing it small, Aquarius. If your plan has been to oh, maybe I just need to tie up some loose ends and I need to see how things are going, and no. This is a year of big things for you, and it's a year where you really have to, a lot of times you may have been trying to say, well, let me try to push this person because maybe they are the light, maybe they are the one, maybe I can help them. It's time for you. So if you've been maybe wanting to, and I'm not saying that you can't help other people, obviously not, because in helping others, we help ourselves. But if you have been maybe in that space, Aquarius, where you've been maybe saying, you know what, I'm going to sort of take a back seat, maybe I'm going to help that person get their YouTube channel going, their business going, their dream going, you can do that. But it's also definitely a time for you to do that for yourself. Okay, so let's draw some cards for love, career, and finances. Let's see what it is that you can look forward to. If you come across something that really resonates with you, most definitely say yes to that. And look at when we come to love, you are coming into your own energy, because it's that star energy, which is that Aquarius energy, which is your energy. So definitely coming in some good stuff. And the big thing with that is, yes, love is coming, all those beautiful things, but the biggest message going in, what I just really spoke about with you just now, really, my beautiful Aquarius, is that you gotta give yourself what it is that you want from love. All right, you don't have to be closer to getting it from others, but you most definitely want to give it to yourself. That is really imperative. It's pivotal. All right, so you've got the star energy when it comes to love, and this is the energy. As you can see, this figure is sort of like throwing out the water, but she is also throwing that water onto herself. So the thing that you want to really bear in mind this upcoming year, my beautiful Aquarius, is that as much as you give to others, you want to give twice the amount to yourself. So I'm not saying that you can't give to others, you can give to others, but if you give to a person, the deal that you want to make with yourself is that you give twice the amount to yourself before you give to another. Now, to some of you, this could be a little bit of a scary thing when you think of it initially, but what happens here is that when you go and you work on that ratio, first of all, you don't neglect yourself, you give yourself the love that you need, but what also happens, my beautiful Aquarius, is that faster than you may imagine, you've got so much more to give others. Things are coming up to give that you didn't even think about, that you didn't even, consider. So giving to yourself is a beautiful way of placing yourself in a position of being able to give more to others. So it really is very much a win-win across the board. All right, so it's very much a win-win across the board. Okay, granted you follow the guidance. Okay, so you gotta also follow the guidance. You also gotta follow, the light. You gotta follow what the universe is giving you in this reading. All right, so don't have preferential hearing. I know that it's, with all due respect, not meaning to be funny, but it is sometimes more of a Scorpio sort of thing. It's more of a water energy sort of thing. But don't have preferential hearing. Okay, in career, you have got the Six of Swords, which is science. This is about taking things to the next level. This is about breaking down barriers. This is about saying, you know what, glass ceiling, you've been standing up there and you've been looking really snazzy, but I'm going right through you. All right, this is the energy of things coming together, but the way that it is coming together in Korea is by saying, you know what, all those boring things that everybody's been saying we need to follow, and it's the same blah blah blah. I don't know why this I don't know why this recording is a bit hazy. I do apologize for that. I've got no idea why that is. Let's try giving this camera one more wipe, but I really, really, really don't know why that is, because it's been working perfectly fine with everything else. So maybe things are a little bit hazy for you. I don't know. But there is a space here when it comes to your career where you want to bring your resources together. So have you been doing, several different things, for example? It might be time to bring all of those things together. There are amazing opportunities that are coming up for you this year, Aquarius. However, here's the deal with that. It means that you're going to have to say yes to some things that a lot of people might advise you to say no to. There's a lot of people, I feel, this year when when you want to move forward, my beautiful Aquarius is going to say to you like, booby trap, are you sure you want to be doing that? What if you do that? What if it doesn't work? There's a lot of people that will, be projecting their fears onto you. So you want to be very mindful about who you share your ideas with, who you share your thoughts with. And of course, we're going to draw the card from the Angel Tarot, or the Angel Oracle rather, about what the angels would like to say about your big dreams and aspirations. But there are definitely opportunities in career coming up for you, my beautiful Aquarius, where you're just going to have to say, listen, this is what I see. This is what I want to go for. This is the dream that I see. This is the vision that I see. And if other people are not on board with that, that's gonna have to be okay with you. Because there is amazing opportunities coming through for you. One in particular where you can really, all the things that you do, you can really bring it together. But that is going to mean that you're not listening to the naysaying of other people. All right, other people's fears, because I do see that there's going to be lots like that. And you know what, I always say that success is for brave people, and that's a real reminder for you that success is for the brave, because successful people are prepared to do what other people are not prepared to do. Not blowing my own horn, but case in point, for example, a lot of people say they want to be entrepreneurs, they want to do their own business, they want to go to the next level, but then they get days like today. Now, I'm not sure, I think today is December the 28th, if I'm correct. I'm not sure, but a lot of people's going to say, I can't do those things because, you know what, I got to honor myself and I got to do my own thing, and I can't be sitting here doing work and stuff like that, on this date, because I'm supposed to be on holiday, and, I've got my family. And so a lot of those ideas are being passed on, to you in your career coming up. And you got to say, you know what, I got to do, it's like Oprah, who's also an Aquarius, who used to say, you got to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. All right. And so, and I mean, obviously I love the tarot, so it's not like it's a big thing for me to do it. But if, for example, you say to people, listen, I've still got these readings that I need to do. And, people are very quick to say, no, you got to honor yourself, and you got to take a break, and you got to take a rest, and they must just understand, and so forth and so forth. But, you've got a responsibility towards your dreams if you want to make them come true. And of course, that doesn't mean that you burn yourself out, but it also means that, that if you want to have something different, you can't really follow the convention that everybody else is following, because if you do what everybody else is doing, then you get what everybody else gets. There might be some variations, but ultimately at the end of the day, it plays out that way for you. There's some natural luck that's going about here for you also coming up, but you definitely do have to say yes to certain things coming up, and that means that you might have to go against sort of what a couple of people would, want you to go against. Finances, the Hanged Man. There is a bigger plan at work here for you. Hand over to source. Okay. Don't try to push so hard. If you're trying things in a certain direction, you're trying to push right and it's not working, then Baba, try left. Don't try to make things that are not working work. All right. That goes for career. That goes for finances. That goes for love. That goes for friendship. If people are committed to misunderstanding you and to misquote you and to whatever you, let them run with that. Let them be. All right. Let them be. Okay. So let's just clarify for love. Let's clarify what we got for love. So we have got the Lover's energy, Gemini energy, Choice energy, the King of Swords. So that's clarity of mind. You know what you want, and why shouldn't you go for what you want? And the Four of Pentacles. It's all about balance. All right. So there's choices there's choices coming for you. There's choices in love. There's choices in what it is that's possible for you. all right, that are coming up for you, my beautiful, beautiful, my beautiful Aquarius. There's opportunities in love, but you know, if you, let me put it to you like this, and this really goes for everything else. If you make a connection with someone, or you're with someone and you feel, you know what, this is the person that I'd like to be with, but they don't meet all the criteria, this could just the universe be saying, okay, you're looking for love, here's an option for you. You can say yes or no, and nobody needs to be right or wrong. Would you like this, or you're not so open to that? You know, you don't have to go for the first person that comes about for you. You know, you've got clarity of mind. You know what you want, you know what your worth is, you know what your value is. Do not settle for anything less. Okay? And don't let anybody else sort of like talk you into that as well. Okay? It might be perfect for them, it doesn't mean that it's perfect for you. And Four of Pentacles. So the one thing that's coming about, I feel that there's a beautiful balance coming for you with money, the things that money can buy. There's a beautiful balance coming for you with physical manifestation. So if maybe the one thing that has been stressful for you, Aquarius, you know, maybe the one thing that has been really, really challenging for you was that you needed to take care of certain things, certain finances, certain things in career, certain things in work, other people, you know, all of those things are evening out. So the things that might have been making it very challenging for you to actually be, you know, freely open to love, those things are getting resolved for you. All right, let's look in career. I'm really interested to see what is going to happen for you there in career. Really, really interested, because you are so strongly encouraged to follow your own convention, to follow your own mind. Yes, some people are going to say you are being so stubborn and whatever, but you know what, have those people achieved what you've achieved in life? Because sometimes in life you got to say, you know what, no, I'm not going to do that. You've got the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So yeah, there are certain past ideas that you need to let go of, and maybe even certain people. Again, I want to apologize for this being so fuzzy. I've got no idea why it is so fuzzy. I actually think that I'm meant to charge this tablet. I think it's flat. Maybe that might be the reason. But you are reminded of your strength. You are reminded of the things before in life that you've gone through that actually didn't break you, Aquarius. You are reminded here that no matter what comes your way, that you've got what it takes to move through challenges. Let nobody convince you otherwise. All right? It's time to let certain things go, certain people go, certain energies go. Maybe you've been holding yourself back in your career because you've been carrying someone else. And there's a big difference between considering someone else and carrying someone else, because when you carry someone, we baby them, and then we actually sort of create a sort of dependency, a sort of codependency, where we do become responsible for them. Because when you do carry people for too long, then you know what does happen is that they become incapable of taking care of themselves, and then you have to take care of them. It's time to let those connections go. For many of you, it is time to really do your own thing. So if maybe you've been working in a group dynamic or an office dynamic, you know, or like a team dynamic, it might be time for you to start doing your own thing. There are also promotions up here for many of you. So either there's a lot of promotions coming up for you, or it's time for you to take your own promotion, to speak up for it. And that might also mean maybe going to a different division. That might also mean going through a different job. All right. Page of Swords. There are new ideas that are coming up for you here, for career, for finances in this upcoming year, and you would be well advised to follow that. All right, to follow those. Let's see for finances. So definite new year for you, definite new things coming for you. Beautiful new in love, beautiful new in job, and there's no need to rush anything. It's very important for you to know that. You've got the Knight of Swords that is coming up here for you. So where is that energy now? Where did I see that energy? So there's this Page of Swords, and you also have the Knight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Okay, for finances, you can follow new things by all means, but be careful of making rush decisions. All right, because you are busy going into a next level of life. Your brilliant mind is getting upgraded. There's new opportunities coming for you. You don't necessarily need other people You know, it's and if you involve anyone, if you're going to any sort of partnership or anything like that, make sure that you do it from a platform where you don't like need other people, because you know that is a thing that can spin you into a tight web. Even if you're signing contracts and deals, so let's say you are creating, let's say you're going to a business, you're creating, say maybe fountains together. You know, you're the one coming up with the ideas, and maybe they're the ones manufacturing it. Don't sign lifetime deals. Sign like a 3-month deal or 6-month deal. Let's see how it goes. Because things are being upgraded for you. There's very helpful resources coming in. Many of you are starting your own new company. So amazing things are coming up for you in this year. Amazing things coming up for you, my beautiful, beautiful Aquarius. Be careful of just signing yourself into long-term deals. And now I want you to focus on that vision, that goal, that aspiration, that dream that you have for 2023, my beautiful Aquarius. And we want to see what is it that the angels have got for you to say around that. Okay, what is it that the angels would like to, you know, spirit guides, guardians and angels, what is it that my beautiful Aquarius needs to know? You are ready. Do I really need to say anything more than that? You are ready. You are ready for new. You are ready for amazing. And you know what? The dream of my heart, the wish of my heart, my beautiful Aquarius, is that you have the most amazing year of your life. That incredible things happen. That blessings roll your way, you know, into your life in ways that just serve your highest good. Easily and effortlessly. Always only serving your highest good. And I really, really, with all my heart, hope, wish and pray that this is the most prosperous year of your entire life. And so it is.